And we're back. This is Minding Your Business with the Lancaster Chamber of Commerce. I'm Chris Spiker of Antelope Valley Florist. Aaron Goldstein, Goldstein Digital.
Hey,
Hey, how's it going?
it's going good.
Good. Who's our next guest today?
Our next guest today is Katie Day Davis from the Relay for Life.
Hi, Katie.
Hello, good to be here. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, you came into the flower shop a couple of weeks ago,
I did.
handing out flyers for Relay for Life. And I said, you should come on the radio show. And you said, yay, what day, what time?
Absolutely. Yes.
And I also brought a gift certificate, right? You use gift certificates?
We do,
You give them out as
yes.
prizes?
That would be fantastic.
So you came out with a flyer. So when is Relay for Life this year?
This year, Relay for Life is on April 29th, and it goes for 24 hours, so it ends 9 a.m. on April 30th after a 24-hour walk.
So it starts Saturday morning?
Saturday morning at 9 a.m. we have opening ceremonies, and we do have someone from every team on the track for 24 hours, and we finish up with closing ceremonies on 30 April at 9 a.m.
Sunday morning.
Yes, sir.
Wow. So you've done this before?
We've been involved several years. All the members of our leadership team have between 5 and 10 years of experience.
And you said this year all of the events are taking place, they're all combined, so they're all at Quartz Hill High School.
Yes, this is the first year. We have had several relays at Highland High School, Antelope Valley High School, at Quartz Hill High School, and they have been at the college before, but the American Cancer Society made the decision this year to have an entire Relay for Life of Antelope Valley, and this is the first year where all of those teams are consolidated to one relay.
So go ahead and tell us exactly what Relay for Life is.
On a basic note, Relay for Life is a fundraiser for the American Cancer Society, one of the biggest fundraisers they have, but it was initiated in about 1985 when Dr. Gordon, and we call him Gordy, walked the track for 24 hours with an effort to raise funds to fight cancer. And no one thought he would do very well, but he made $27,000 that first year. And since then, we've been doing it every year and have made billions of dollars to help the fight against cancer.
This Dr. Gordon wasn't a local person.
No, he was not. Up in Washington State.
24 hours straight?
Yes.
Oh, he must have stopped a little bit.
He was also a marathon runner,
Ah.
so he participated in a lot of runs too, but he definitely didn't run for 24 hours. It was a walk, and then the following year we had about 12 to 16 different team members, and each of them raised money, and it's just been raising more money every year since.
Now, you're a cancer survivor.
Yes, I am a 2-time bladder cancer survivor, and my sister-in-law is currently fighting. My father is a survivor. I lost my aunt to cancer, and it has hit close to home in many different instances. So I'm very passionate about raising money to raise not only awareness, but to fight back. And when you feel helpless, like this disease can make you feel, especially when you lose someone, there is something you can do, and you can fight back. And Relay for Life is just one of those things that you can do.
Just one of those things.
Yes.
Very positive.
I would hope so, yes.
Yeah. So if someone hasn't been touched by cancer, which probably is pretty rare in this world, they can still participate in the relay.
Oh, we would hope so. It raises awareness. We have booths at the relay event also, which raise awareness for all different types of screenings for cancer, which tests you should be having at which age, so that you can go to the American Cancer Society office anytime throughout the year. But at this event, we want to make sure people are learning about different types of cancer and how you can prevent them if possible. But early detection is the very best key. So we give you some tips to know when that should be.
Sometimes people say, you know, I'm healthy, I don't need to go to a doctor.
Yes, I've heard that quite a bit. But, since my first episode with cancer almost 10 years ago, if there is something that should be checked, or if a doctor recommends a test, there's no hesitation. I think you should always have all the tests possible to ensure, because again, early detection, and if you know early, you have a better chance of survival.
My wife, her vocation is dental. She's a dentist, and they do a lot of screenings. Very, very quick, very simple.
Yes. I've noticed just since, again, my cancer, I've even noticed that my dentist, when they take the tongue and they look around, they're not just looking for the well-being of your teeth. They are looking for any evidence of potential cancers. So it's good that all doctors are taking a part of that.
I mean, doctors have to be part of the equation, don't they?
Yes.
When people make a donation, where, so like to the relay, where does the money go?
It's a good question, and this is one of my favorite answers to give, because I think in any fundraising effort you should know where the money goes. And in 2015 alone, we don't have all the total numbers for 2016 yet, but in 2015 alone, the Relays for Life across the nation, and even some in other countries, made over $200 million. Of that, $150 million went directly to grants for cancer research, and this is where we find a cure. And those doctors are doing the research for all different types of cancer to find how we can cure it when someone does get it, but also how to prevent it. 51,000 helped patients with, we have an assistant by patient navigators program through the American Cancer Society, and that was $51,000 went just to that effort. We had 361,000 nights of free lodging at Hope Lodge facilities in our communities. And while I'd like to ensure that no donation is too small, if you have 10 people that can give just $1, that group of people, or a team as we like to call it, a relay team, has just made it affordable for someone to get a week.
Who doesn't have $1?
That's right.
Yeah.
I
But
should say that at Starbucks.
It kind of starts from the heart, doesn't it?
It does.
It's not always the head.
Yes. And that's where the passion comes in for those families who have been touched by cancer. But I do encourage you, like you mentioned, there are not many of us who have not had it in our lives in some way or fashion. Someone we work with, in our family, in our friend group, at our church. But if you don't know someone, the best thing I could say is come out to Relay on the 29th of April, and at the 9 a.m. lap, we have a survivor lap. And you will see, it gives me goosebumps just to talk about it, a parade of survivors all wearing purple t-shirts that we provide at the event, who are celebrating their survivorship, walking that lap, and the whole track is lined with people providing cheers and positive support for those people who have made through the fight.
I realize we are all in this together. All together. It's an amazing work. Some people probably just come every year just to support.
Yes. We have several members of teams who have not had any family members that have been affected by cancer, and they're some of our largest fundraisers. So making $5,000 to $10,000 of money that goes again to research and patient care for those that do have cancer. Another way we recognize people at the event is not just our survivors, but caregivers of the people who have had to fight cancer, whether their family member or loved one made it through the fight, or if they did not, and that's a very difficult process. But we want to make sure we're recognizing everyone who has been touched by cancer, and we have a special part of our relay that's dedicated just to our caregivers as well.
Very clever. Caregivers, they've lost somebody. They've seen something, but they've basically given and given and given and given. So how can I help?
Well, there's a lot of different ways.
I put your poster up in my window.
That's helping. Thank you very much. Awareness, again, about the relay event. We want people to come, even if they're not a part of a team, even if they're not making a donation. We do want everyone to come and participate. But if you have a group, a small group where you work, where you worship, where you go to Starbucks, where you go to school, you can make your own team, collect funds, or do a fundraiser of your own type, and then bring those funds to the relay. And that's one of our biggest things this year. We want more teams. It is for the entire Antelope Valley, so the more people, the better. Of course, you can donate to any team member, online or in person. And I'll give you an 800 number at the end for the American Cancer Society office if you're looking to find a team to donate to. You can donate a gift basket or a gift certificate like you brought today, which we appreciate because we raffle those off. All of the activities we do at Relay, any funds that we raise during that event, all go to Relay. So there is no profit made at the relay. It all goes directly to the Relay for Life. If you have a cancer survivor in your family or a friend, we would encourage you to register them for the event so that they can come pick up a gift bag and a t-shirt and participate in our survivor lap. And also to make sure that they get a t-shirt. And we also have a survivor dinner honoring all the survivors in the Antelope Valley. That's going to be on the 3rd of April.
Wow, it's coming up.
It is, but we can only support up to 150 people because the University of Antelope Valley donates all of the food and the locations. If they can make it, we'd love for them to do so.
Wow, that's a very important group of people. If I were a survivor, I would definitely give my seat up for them. You know, a great marketing for a chamber business is to give a gift certificate or a donation, but a gift certificate. You get mentioned at the event.
You do?
Yeah, it's very cool, and you're shown. It's really one of the best causes in the Antelope Valley.
Thank you.
They're
for
all
saying
important, but I mean, did you know Lloyd Heaney?
that. Yes, I did.
What a guy, huh?
Yes.
A radio guy.
Alrighty.
And
Yeah.
we would have a Bible study every Saturday morning, and who lives next door? It's Lloyd Heaney. And he's going through his bout with cancer, right?
Mhm.
And so I'm over there in the kitchen, he's in his bathrobe, we're talking. Oh my gosh, what a man.
There's a strength sometimes that comes through when you see people fighting cancer that you don't even know is possible until you have to go through it. But to witness it, to be supportive of that, there's no better love that you could share.
Well, it changed his life, I know that, and he gave his name to the event.
Yes. And yours.
Yeah,
Yes.
we're talking with Katie Day Davis. You're a hero of hope, and we're talking about the Relay for Life for the Antelope Valley, which is coming up April
29th
29th. That's the opening ceremony.
at Quartz Hill High School, 9 a.m.
Yeah, every year. Great Valley tradition. Thank you for being on the show.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate the time.
You bet.